Welcome to Honeybee. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell. Real stories of love, lies, and betrayal, where every truth stings. Let's begin. I want a divorce, she said, as casually as if she were ordering her morning coffee. I smiled faintly and replied, "Sounds good." That wasn't the reaction she expected. She wanted me to crumble, to beg, to fight for our 20-year marriage. Instead, she got something she never anticipated. Some men break when betrayed. Others plan ahead. My name is Dwayne Harwick. I'm 47, and I've spent 2 decades believing I knew the woman I married. With the boys away at college, the house felt too quiet. My wife had been distant for months. I blamed it on empty nest syndrome. I was wrong. I want a divorce, Vivian said again on a Tuesday morning, standing in the doorway of my home office as if she were reading me the weather forecast. No lead-up, no emotion, just 4 words meant to shatter me. I looked up from my laptop, where I'd been reviewing quarterly reports. She stood there in her designer athleisure, coffee mug in hand, watching me for the breakdown that never came. Sunlight spilled through the window, catching her blonde hair like some kind of cruel halo. "That's fine," I said, turning back to my screen. The silence stretched between us like a wire about to snap. I could feel her stare, waiting for tears, waiting for me to question her. Truth is, I've been expecting this for weeks. The private investigator I'd hired had been thorough. That's it. Vivian's voice finally broke the stillness, confused. "You're not going to ask why?" I saved my file, shut the laptop, and said, "Would it matter?" Her weight shifted nervously. I saw the first flicker of doubt in her perfect expression. This wasn't the script she'd rehearsed. "I thought you want to talk about it," she said. "What's there to discuss?" I stood, walked over to my coffee machine. "You want out, you're out. We'll keep it clean." The truth? I'd known about Damien for 3 months. My old business partner, my former best friend, the man who stood beside me at my wedding. The same man who tried to poach my clients when I refused to cut him in on my hedge fund. But Vivian didn't know I knew. She had no idea about the DNA tests I'd ordered for the twins, or the offshore accounts I'd quietly secured. She thought she was playing chess. She had no idea I was playing a completely different game. "The boys will need to know," she said, lingering at the door. "They're grown. They'll handle it." What she didn't know was that Liam and Lucas weren't biologically mine. The results had come last week, confirming what I'd silently suspected for years. "So that was it. 20 years and you just agree?" she asked. I poured fresh coffee, met her gaze, and said, "Sometimes the smartest move is knowing when to fold." Her lips parted like she wanted to speak, but no words came. She expected rage, begging, anything but calm acceptance. "I'll have my attorney reach out to yours," I said. "We'll split everything fairly." She nodded slowly, unsettled. "Okay, I guess I'll start looking for a place." "Take your time." After she left, I reopened my laptop. There were calls to make, plans to finalize. In 4 weeks, Vivian would learn how completely I prepared for this day. That evening, as always, the boys called. Liam went first, bright and cheerful. "Hey, Dad, how's everything at home?" I pushed aside the forensic accounting reports my team had prepared. 23 offshore transfers in 2 years, all tied to Damien's accounts. "Your mom and I have news," I said. "We're getting divorced." Silence. Then Lucas's voice broke in. "What? Dad, why?" Sometimes marriages run their course. Nobody's to blame. A lie. But they didn't need to bear the weight of the truth. Not yet. "Is Mom there?" Liam asked, his voice colder now, analytical, already thinking like the business major he was. "She's out. You can call her." "Dad." Lucas's voice cracked. "Can't you 2 work it out? Counseling or something." Lucas, the peacemaker. The irony wasn't lost on me that he'd inherited that soft heart from his biological father. "This is final," I said gently, "but nothing changes between us. You understand?" "Yeah," Liam said quickly. "We get it." But I could hear the confusion in their voices. After we hung up, I stared at the DNA report again. 99.9% certainty that neither boy shared my blood. 20 years of birthdays, ball games, bedtime stories. For children who weren't mine. The betrayal cut deeper than Vivian's affair. At least her infidelity had been a choice I could pretend not to see. My phone buzzed. A text from my attorney. Asset transfer complete. Account secured. Phase 1 was finished. Tomorrow, Vivian would find out she no longer had access to the money she'd been quietly draining to fund her new life. The house fell hollow now, a stage stripped bare after the audience had gone. I walked through every room. 20 years of memories, most of them false. Tomorrow I'd start looking for a place of my own, somewhere with no ghosts.